In the wild, animals change over long periods. This is natural selection. It's a slow, gradual process where only the fittest survive. Over generations, these animals adapt to their environment, developing traits that help them thrive. This is how nature ensures that only the best-suited individuals pass on their genes. Animals with helpful traits survive. These traits might include better camouflage, sharper senses, or stronger limbs. These advantageous characteristics give them a better chance to find food, escape predators, and reproduce. As a result, these traits become more common in the population over time. They pass these traits to their young. Humans change animals too. This is artificial selection. Unlike natural selection, artificial selection is driven by human choices. We decide which traits are desirable and breed animals to enhance these traits. We choose animals with traits we like. We breed them together. For example, farmers might select cows that produce more milk or chickens that lay more eggs. By breeding these animals, we can create a new generation that inherits these beneficial traits. This makes more animals with those traits. Over time, these selected traits become more pronounced in the population. This process has allowed humans to develop breeds of animals that are more productive and better suited to our needs. For thousands of years, humans have shaped farm animals. From the earliest days of agriculture, we have been selecting and breeding animals to improve their usefulness. This has led to the domesticated animals we see today. We've made them bigger, stronger, and more useful. Think about it. The animals we rely on for food, labor, and companionship have all been shaped by human intervention. This selective breeding has created animals that are far different from their wild ancestors. A wild cow is very different from a dairy cow. We've guided their evolution. Through careful selection and breeding, we have transformed wild animals into the domesticated breeds that play such a crucial role in our lives today. The first farm animals were domesticated long ago. Cows came from wild aurochs in Europe and Asia. They were bred for meat and milk. Chickens descend from jungle fowl in Southeast Asia. Early farmers wanted their eggs and meat. Horses were domesticated in Central Asia. They were useful for transportation and farming. Other animals were domesticated too. Sheep provided wool and meat, pigs were a source of food, and goats gave us milk and cheese. Farmers carefully choose which animals to breed. They look for the best traits in their livestock, such as size, health, and productivity. This selection process is crucial for improving the quality of their herds and flocks. They want specific traits in their livestock. These traits can include faster growth rates, better disease resistance, and higher yields of milk, meat, or eggs. By focusing on these characteristics, farmers can ensure that their animals are more efficient and productive. This leads to remarkable changes. Over time, the animals evolve to better suit the needs of the farm. These changes can be seen in their physical appearance, behavior, and overall performance. Cows have been bred for milk production. Through selective breeding, dairy cows have become highly specialized for producing large quantities of milk. Modern dairy cows produce astonishing amounts of milk. This is a result of generations of careful breeding and selection, focusing on cows that produce the most milk. This was achieved over many generations. Each generation of cows was selected for their milk production, gradually increasing the overall yield of the herd. Chickens are bred for egg laying. Farmers select hens that lay the most eggs, ensuring that future generations will be even more productive. Some chickens lay hundreds of eggs per year. This incredible productivity is the result of careful breeding and selection. This is a far cry from their wild ancestors. Wild chickens laid far fewer eggs, but through selective breeding, modern chickens have become egg-laying machines. Horses were bred for different purposes. Depending on the needs of the farm or the task at hand, different breeds of horses were developed. Some are bred for speed, like racehorses. These horses are selected for their agility, speed, and endurance, making them perfect for racing. Others are bred for strength, like draft horses. These powerful animals are used for heavy labor, such as plowing fields and pulling carts, showcasing the diverse purposes of selective breeding. Artificial selection has benefits for humans. By choosing specific traits, farmers can produce animals and crops that are more productive and efficient. This means more food and resources are available to meet the growing demands of the population. It provides more food and resources. For instance, crops can be bred to be more resistant to pests and diseases, reducing the need for chemical pesticides. Livestock can be bred to grow faster and produce more meat, milk, or eggs. But, it also has impacts on animals. The focus on productivity can lead to crowded living conditions and stress for the animals. This can result in a lower quality of life and increased susceptibility to diseases. Some breeds have health problems. Selective breeding can sometimes lead to genetic issues, making certain breeds more prone to illnesses and health complications. For example, some dog breeds are prone to certain diseases. This is often due to the emphasis on specific physical traits, which can inadvertently increase the risk of genetic disorders. This is a consequence of selective breeding. While it can enhance desirable traits, it can also amplify negative ones, leading to ethical and health concerns. Ethical concerns exist as well. Many people question whether it is right to manipulate the genetics of animals for human benefit, especially when it can cause suffering. Is it right to breed animals for extreme traits? Some animals are bred to have exaggerated features that can cause them pain or discomfort, raising serious ethical questions. This is a topic of ongoing debate. Experts, farmers, and the public continue to discuss the balance between the benefits and the ethical implications of artificial selection. The relationship between humans and farm animals is complex. It involves a mix of care, utility, and ethical considerations that must be carefully balanced. We must consider the consequences of our actions. As we continue to rely on artificial selection, it's crucial to weigh the benefits against the potential harm to animals and the environment. Artificial selection continues to shape agriculture. New technologies are emerging, such as genetic engineering. Scientists can now alter genes directly. This could lead to animals with desirable traits, but it also raises ethical questions. The future of farming is uncertain. But one thing is clear: humans will continue to influence the evolution of livestock. We must balance our needs with the welfare of animals. Only then can we create a sustainable future for agriculture.